What's really good, people? I'm Biz.
And I'm Viz.
And welcome to What's Really Good Show.
Look at all the white men on the
So firstly, why the name Biz?
Viz is an abbreviation of the word invisible. Back in the day, I was a bit of a graffiti artist. Not sure how good I was, I'll leave that for other people to decide. But in school, to be totally honest, I kind of left school with limited GCSEs and kind of enthusiasm to do any higher education. I was more into sport at the time, or I was a little bit confused as well. I didn't really know what direction I wanted to head in. And literally one day I was leaving school and a friend of mine was filling out an application form to go to college. And I wasn't really interested, but I just asked him, what's it about? I said something to the effect of, that's long, college is long, I'm not on it. And he was like, nah, this college is wicked, man. It's, you can do acting, you can do media, you can do TV, film, radio, all of the above. So when I checked out the application form, it was for the Brit School. I filled out my own, sent it off. It was the only kind of higher education that I applied for. Got an interview, and they said to me, they only kind of interviewed me because I filled out the application form so honestly. They interviewed me, tested me on various things, and that's when I realised how much I actually knew about music.
When was your greatest DJ?
Oh wow, my greatest DJ moment. All four corners of the world I've been to DJ, all super clubs and stuff. But the greatest moment had to be picking up that Sony Gold Award, which is like probably the most prestigious award you can get in the world of radio. And I think at that time we was up against Chris Moyles, Nick Ferrari, Zane Lowe, loads of people, and Goldie presented us with that award. So I think that's got to be the proudest moment that go down the history. I just hope I can be somewhat of a role model to people coming up saying, I want to present my own show, I want to do radio the way I want to do it, I want to get involved in the music industry, or I want to, start my own clothing line.
What's the best UK artist? Who do you feel most?
At the moment?
Yeah.
Wretch 32. I'm kind of like, I'm into producers at the moment. I've always been into producers, so.
Any producers' names?
Yeah, so Wizzy Wild,
Oh, yeah.
really like the work he's done with Wretch, Estelle, Tiny Temper and Big Sean. I like Hudson Mohawk. I feel like his music is really kind of inspiring, different and innovative. I like Flux Pavilion, SX. Yeah, so I'm more into kind of like producers, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's like, oh, he's got the best F64, he's got this. I'm like, focus on producers. Yeah.
For those who don't know that you do more than just radio, what things do you do? Just explain a bit about what you do.
All right. To be honest, I wouldn't advise what I do.
Okay.
To be honest,
Along
because
the
I feel like you've got to really channel your energy into minimal things to get the most out of it. You can't be a jack of all trades. Having said that, I don't take my own advice, so I'm a presenter. I also manage producers, that's why I know about them and study them, and that's just because I've got a love for doing that, to present on radio and TV. And I also design my own sportswear brand, which is Streets of Watching, also known as SIW Clothing.
Would you rather be at the birth of your first child or play for the final Champions League?
I'd rather play at the final level. No, I'm joking now. I'd rather be at the birth of my first child.
Would you rather be a giant hamster or a tiny rhino?
A giant hamster or a tiny rhino?
I know these are so random, but they happen.
I'll go for a tiny rhino. Yeah.
Would you rather have a third eye or a third arm?
Third eye.
Third eye?
Yeah.
So you can see more.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the interview, and be sure to keep an eye out on our What's Really Good episodes coming soon. And to know what's really good, follow us on Twitter and Instagram and like us on Facebook. Hasta luego!